I think I'm live now. I think that's working now. Looks like it is working. Okay, that maybe explains why I didn't have viewers last time. Do. Let some people trickle in here. I think am I at a good volume if anybody's there? I think I'm at a good volume. I can hear myself because have it pulled up. Okay, what do we paint today? Have this sketch and this. Could do something fresh. Oh, the reference photos I had pulled up are gone. Oh, nope. I got them. Here we go. See if I can show this on stream. Can I have this as my reference board? It's called PeerRef. It's the program software I'm using for this. You can just zoom in, grab stuff, move things. These photos I grabbed off the internet. This one's one of my paintings for some inspiration. And a lot of these other paintings over here, I don't remember exactly which artists. I think they're Alfred Bierstadt and Frederick Church. So, which one do we like better? I think I'm leaning towards this one. Maybe the orange sky. This one's Bierstadt, I'm pretty sure. Like all of these over here are. There's only one like Frederick Church in here. Maybe this one is. See if I can drag this. Here we go. Actually painted this one in gouache, I think. It came out way darker than it actually is. I need to. Okay. That was a Frederick Church, by the way. Wish I could find it in higher resolution, but that's the best I can get. Maybe if I show it on my browser. Shows it a little bit better. Thinking of painting this one. The Andes of Ecuador. Alright, let me paint something. I don't know why when I copied it there, it lowered the resolution. Let's see if I can copy it. But, oh, maybe I closed that. Shoot. Yeah, it's probably good enough. It's a hard thing when you're trying to do like master studies of finding like good quality images that you can see clearer. Okay, I'm gonna go with, say this one that I just picked. We'll see what we can learn. Background. Can I take off, like, not keep it on pure white? Make a new layer. Pull out my color. And I'm going to do some color studies. Did I really want to make it that small? Oh, well, I can always copy and paste it. Wow, will this let me zoom in smoothly? Yeah, I'll bring it a bigger version. Guess I will just paint on this layer. We'll start with this. I don't want to I don't want to color pick it. I want to do my best guess of figuring it out. Because if you can't do that, you're not really studying it. You're kind of just copying it. The sky looks kind of blue green to me. Okay, hopefully somebody will take care of the dog. Otherwise, I'll have to go get him. Oh, I have actually a few. Oh, I have some chatter. Holy crap, I need to be looking at that. Hello, people. It's Google for all the numbers on my name. I really love it. Yeah, it does that in the chat for some reason. Really love the numbers. Can we get some hype in the chat? Hype. Got live chats on. Okay, can you hear the dog? This color is not right at all. There are no PogChamp emojis. I don't know. It's probably just a Twitch thing. We need more PogChamp emojis. Nope, there's not even a pog. Not even a pog. Is there goat emojis? Mega super. Maybe I should repaint emojis. Like redesigning cursed emojis. Wow. I all of a sudden am being attacked with mucus. Mega hyper. I think you can make members only emotes, but I'm not allowed to sell memberships yet. Yeah, I'm gonna mute for a second. I'm back. I clicked the unmute button, but it didn't unmute. But it did now. How did I fix that? I'm gonna check that again. Okay. Back to painting this landscape. So this sky is definitely more yellow. Yeah, I think that's the most like satisfying part of of when I paint. It's like you just see things come together. In some ways, digital art is harder with the color mixing because there's just so many options you have. And with paint, you're just limited to how much different colors you have. And the limitations can make it a little easier in some ways because you're just like, okay, I don't have to worry about it. But you can be very precise with digital. Oh yeah, YouTube updated its watch time to, not yet, but it's going to be updated. You have to get to 8,000 watch time hours before they're monetized. I think this is almost pure white in the middle here. I don't know if there's a pattern where you have this spot. And then in here, over here, we can determine where the dark and light parts are by kind of squinting at it. You can kind of see the, what am I saying? Wow, we have 5 viewers right now. I probably know every single one of you here, but but I appreciate y'all anyways. Squint your eyes, not your throat. Yeah, my throat is just like getting attacked by mucus, which is like the worst for live streams because nobody wants to hear somebody just clearing their throat constantly. Yeah, actually, I just lost a viewer when I said that. I'm going to turn the opacity down here and just kind of lightly bring in some a softer orangish glow to it. Still kind of yellow. Oh yeah, that would make sense. But I am hyped. Usually if I ask people to come watch, they will come in and comment if they decide to watch. Really? No way. That would be bullshit. I would be so mad if that's like, are you watching YouTube? Let's look at your face. Can I see your face? They're watching anyways. Let's be real. Mm. Yeah, it is kind of like scary to think about that. But I guess I had the stream unlisted to start, so nobody could really watch it. I think I don't need to put in that palm tree yet. And I think I had the same settings for last time I streamed, and nobody watched, so that makes a lot of sense. Usually I'll get a couple of like people that are just see the stream pop up and like, what's this? And I like it when that happens. Sometimes they come in and chat for a little bit. And I hope we get some new peeps in here to chat with, because I like it when you just get someone completely new and they just ask you questions and you're like, I'd like to answer them. Because you never know really what they're thinking. They might want to hear. Try to give my best like opinions on painting. Maybe. That would be kind of funny. Which layer am I on? Okay, I'm on this one. With a little version of it. So I'm noticing right now is the ground is way darker in the reference than it is in what my study is. But it's also very light right in the middle. Because that makes sense because the light's coming from here. The source is here, so it gets not as bright further out. Clouds are definitely darker. I think actually, I know it's obviously it's not, maybe not obvious, but I think it since it's like pure white right here, everything around it is darker. I think that's pure white, maybe not. Here, let's color pick. Let's cheat a little bit. It's not quite pure white. Maybe that's why my version looked way too bright. Let's actually darken it. But then the context of everything else kind of throws it off. It's kind of the danger of checking. Because like then you know for sure it's wrong instead of your best interpretation of it. I feel like it's kind of messing up the whole vibe right now. Painting along. I'm not going for 100% detail on it. I'm just trying to capture the color. Also, just let me erase this version. Pull this up on top. And I can see how close I am. So I think I need to go a little darker or more saturated overall. I'm actually gonna get rid of this waterfall for the moment. I fix my values a little bit. It's been a while since I just sat and did a study. It's a little quiet, but that's okay. Excited to see. I wonder what would happen if I just like streamed every day. Would I get better at it? Would I kind of get into a groove, or would I hate doing it? Because I do hate doing it when there's nobody watching. It's not as rewarding, but still, if I'm working on something that I like, then it's not so bad. So I guess as long as it's stuff that I want to work on, which is really what you should do with live streaming, is like if you're gonna live stream, do the thing you like doing. If you just chase things that you know is popular but you don't really like, you're just going to hate it. And why would you do that? Might as well get a job at that point. Even though some people might already have jobs. Like playing bar. I do like playing bar. That would be fun to do as maybe a second channel. Just do it for fun, not worry about it. Yeah, that becomes a full-time thing. I don't know what I would do with myself. I mean, that would be kind of a fun game to do content for. I'm getting the shapes pretty good, but the color is still kind of tricky. Okay, so I'm pretty close. Still need to go darker in this middle section. Here, I think I nailed that color. If I did that, then I have to basically paint over everything. which I'm okay doing that. Get more of a value range that you can see higher contrast. You know what? We'll paint in that palm tree. I wonder if I did like daily sketches, daily paintings, almost like a Bob Ross painting session. Is this green? Let me check. No, it's still quite red and orange. It looks green because of just the context of it. Looking forward to bar series. Oh boy. I don't even know what I would do. I'd just be like, I tried. Grinding rank. For 7 years. No. For 7 days. I guess I am kind of in the right range already. It would be really hard to do a study if I wasn't even allowed to color pick my own. I think it's okay doing studies to color pick from colors you already picked from. You already figured out. Pull that back underneath. This is too blue. Probably more in the yellowish green, but like it's desaturated. It's kind of building up with the opacity turned way down, just to give it kind of a softer edge to it. A little bit more. Make some bar stickers. Be interesting to have a channel that's like, here's this RTS game, but sometimes we paint, or we paint, but sometimes play RTS. I don't think I could turn on my camera. Let's see, how does my camera look? And I can turn on my slideshow in the corner. I forgot that I had that. Not really centered with the camera at the moment. There, check out the slideshow. What do you think of that? I can't believe we peaked at 5 concurrent viewers. That was crazy. No, I did my face reveal last several streams. So yeah, I kind of like the idea of having I kind of want to maybe put a dark box behind it so it doesn't show the edges. Around the edges, but it's a good way to kind of showcase the stuff that I've done. Almost this golden orange color right here. And then I can have more stuff on screen to increase the watch attention. Should I put Subway Surfers in the corner? Maybe just having Subway Surfer playing nonstop in the corner. See, there's a mountain right here. No Subway Surfer needed yet. If you need Subway Surfer in your video, you know you're cooked. Or live stream. My little slideshow should be enough to entertain that type of audience. I'm just going to get a little crazy with the color. More of a golden color. Like a very desaturated for these waterfalls. Make it kind of brighter looking. Forgot to drop a live stream update to my community. And I also don't think I linked it in the what's-it-called. There, I updated my title. That title description. Is this blue? That's the question. See, it looks blue. Isn't it crazy? It's not, but it looks blue. Let me make sure my blue light filter's not on, because that can really mess you up with color studies. Okay, it's on, but it's not. I have it set for quite a bit later. What am I doing? I'm zooming in on these craggly bits. The reference I pulled just didn't get a high res. Be really stupid to AI upscale art to study it. That would be so dumb. Not liking this brush for that section so much. Get a little more towards the yellowy green area. But it also gets darker. Honestly, should rename the stream to like color studies. Or chill master. Chill master studies. I got 3 likes on my live stream. You guys are great. No, not that emote. Let's get no, not 100. I want this thing, the confetti. This chunk comes out a little bit more than actually in the reference, so I'm gonna actually chop that rock down a little bit. Yeah, next time I need to promote this on my school. I mean to do that, but when I'm like, it's time to do the stream, I'm like, oh crap. I think that's something that comes with just doing it more. You're just like, oh yeah, I gotta do this thing. Tell other people about it. Get people to come watch it. Hang out. Repeat. Since just changing the title is more accurate to what I'm doing right now. So what I'm doing here is just trying to capture the overall color and shape of things within the landscape reference from the master study. What is this one? This is the painting that I'm studying is Frederick Church. That's his name, the artist name. I think it's like Andes in Ecuador is the name of the painting. Real original of a name. I guess I would say Sunset in the Andes would be a nicer name for it. So the sky looks blue, but it's actually kind of green, which would make sense, or at least in this side of it, because if you mix blue and yellow together, you get green. So, but it's also it's not even green; it's still yellow, very desaturated, yellowish color. I'm not trying to get exactly the painting. It's mostly color studies that I'm looking into, just studying the color of it. But also still trying to make it look nice and close enough to it. Because if you look closely, there's all these different bumps and all kinds of different edges here. You kind of lose your mind to just try and do all of that. Because I would have to guess some of these sections that the artists paint are not always planned. They're just kind of like, oh yeah, this is what I am used to painting. So I'm just going to paint in these details like this and not really think about it too much. That's how I paint anyways. Sometimes it's like, this doesn't look right, and you got to get a little bit more accurate to the source. But really the overall color and the value range that you want to get right. And value range, I mean like the dark and light. So like basically this slider at the bottom of my color slider. Also, I hope I am talking enough and also making progress on my work. I hope I'm trying to find the right balance. Because I do know when I'm trying to get something just right, I sometimes will just kind of zone in on that. It's almost like, I kind of want it to be like if you were just hanging out with me painting. At least the viewers. You guys, yeah, you guys. Like, not the viewer, like, you guys are here. Hard to tell exactly who's here sometimes. But I still appreciate everybody tuning into the stream. I am liking how the study's coming out. I haven't put in this palm tree yet. It's relatively low resolution painting, but sometimes that's okay. Do I have this right? Let me check. Oh, that's makes sense. And mine is still like grayer. I'm kind of blown away with how saturated this painting is. Basically, saturation's the intensity of the color. The more gray, if it's gray, it's completely desaturated. If it's at 100, it is the full color, the full intensity of it. Hoping to teach the color a little bit more in depth, at least when it comes to digital. Opacity down a little bit there. Just trying to do my best guess on the color and slightly correct as I go. But if I try to do it exactly from where I'm at, I'm gonna have to like paint the whole thing over, which isn't the worst thing, but it is a little annoying if you get to that point. Sometimes it's better to just keep it as close as you can with what you got. Because if you're doing this traditionally, there's only so much you can paint over. Digitally, you can paint forever, and I think that's, in a weird way, that is a strange limitation. We kind of lean towards red, the reddish zone. Up here a bit. Something weird's going on with these mountains here. Probably because I haven't painted that palm tree yet. I keep putting it off. Also, the sky is just, it's stumping me a little bit. I just want to repaint that whole thing right here. I'm going to turn the opacity down a little bit. Kind of paint it almost like I'm painting a watercolor. Again, I'm just trying to do my best to recreate the colors. But I think I'm gonna have to make this bigger now. I think it's looking pretty decent so far. And let's color pick. Let's see where we're at, how far we are. Okay, I went a little too bright again. So I went a little too bright and a little too saturated, so bring that down some. Sometimes I just color pick to kind of see how far off I am, and it helps calibrate me for my eyes and make sure I'm seeing things right. Sometimes I will go take it and paint over it, but I won't do it right away. You do your best to get it right, and then if it's a little off, try and correct it. Turn the opacity back up. I'm honestly doing pretty good to stream. Quite happy with how things are going. The painting's going well. I hope I'm not moving around too much to make people kind of uneasy, but getting viewers in here is nice. I like seeing you guys come in here and see what I'm doing. It's very encouraging, even if you're just lurking. I still appreciate you. This painting is Frederick Church. I like his stuff. It's one painting that I want to go see. Actually, only a few hours away from me that I could probably drive to. Then, okay, let's paint the palm tree. I'm gonna do it. Finally gonna do it. Can I get the rough shape of it in there? So there's two palm trees there, actually. I think they should actually be over here. And then there's also a cluster of them, like right here. It's crazy because it looks green, but it's actually yellow. That's the kind of things you learn by doing color studies. It's like, oh, things aren't look different than what they actually are. Painting is all about seeing light. And replicating it too. If you guys are enjoying this, feel free to subscribe. Subscribe or like, and that will help me know if I should keep going with these videos or these live streams. I like making videos, but they are a lot of work for me. And I like kind of just being able to come here and just chill. Get some studying in. Get some painting done. Can't really see what I'm... See, how am I doing so far? If we all squint at it, how's it looking? The sky can be darker. A little less saturated too. How's it looking? I think it looks pretty good. Imagine if I spent like 4 hours on this. Let me pull that underneath so I'm not painting over the actual thing. I do find that master studies are probably the fastest way to improve at really anything. I don't know if we can apply that to like other things. Like we can realize like, oh, this person, I guess you could apply it to writing because you can be like, okay, it's not, well, you're not copying someone else is doing. I'm not sure how you learn with writing. You just break it down, analyze it a little bit. Because that's pretty much what I'm doing with this. With painting, you're kind of breaking down the landscape and analyzing it. I'm sure you could do it with music. I'm not the most musically in tune person, but you could probably pick up different like rhythms or beats or tempo. Because right now I'm just learning about, we're looking at the shapes and the color. Honestly, I think it's looking pretty good, so I like it. I want to zoom in on this waterfall a little bit. Okay, so there is like kind of like you can see like a river. It's not just one waterfall, it's a bunch of waterfalls. But again, this is the highest resolution I could find. I mean, I guess if I pull it up in the... Man, I closed it already. Frederick. Frederick Church. I must have went to the Andes a lot, because I'm just... Let's find it together. Like, here's some of his stuff. I think he was part of the Hudson River School movement. Yep. It wasn't really a school, it was more of a movement. Oh, this is the painting that I want to go see. It's in the Detroit Institute of Arts. Really cool painting. It's so pretty. He was very good with color. And that's why I like studying his stuff. Just this really nice diffused like sunsets. Where the heck is that painting? Is that actually an Alfred Bierstadt that we were looking at? Oh no, those are there. Let's look from here. There we go. Here's the painting I'm studying. I don't know why I can't really like... Oh, probably because it won't let me copy and paste it. I can copy and paste it from here, but I can't copy and paste it from here. So what I think I'm going to do is move this off screen. But I've been streaming for a little bit over an hour. So I'm going to probably paint for a little bit more and then we'll see. So I'm going to have that pulled up in a little easier to see on my other screen. Because it really shows a lot more detail. So I won't be able to see the chat. Nobody's been talking for a while, so I'm not too worried about that. I just like to see how many people are in here so I can tell if I need to explain what I'm doing again. Because I find that when I watch streams, I jump into them like, okay, what exactly is happening here? And I like to know what's happening. I think that really helps with getting better at live streaming. And you also get better at explaining things because you explain it a lot. Well, I'm not sure how often I should say it. That's still something I'm kind of learning. Man, there's so much detail. Like, I'm kind of like blown away by the detail. Now that I've blown up the reference on the other screen, it's like, dang. some of that sky color in here. This painting is insane. Yeah, that low resolution. This one is not doing it justice. Let me bring it down again. Just look at this thing. See, there's animals here. Such an amazing looking painting. I could just look at this painting all day. It's like, yeah, I want to get in and actually try and paint every detail now. Or at least get close to it. It's really, really cool painting. I like it. Let me pull that out of the screen. But it's still good practice to start with the bigger shapes and the overall composition and then go back and work on the details. It's too bright. If you found any of this useful, feel free to subscribe. So yeah, if you're a digital artist and you only have one screen, get yourself a second screen. Or a third screen. Especially if you're streaming. You can keep an eye on your stream and the chat. It's crazy. I've gotten 20 views so far. I don't know if that's from people rejoining. Maybe a little bit, but man, that is awesome. I'm really happy to see that. I have to mention to my community. If you want to like have a place to share your art and see other artists share stuff, where I post my work, even my live stream stuff, consider joining my school. Link in the description. It's free right now, but I'm gonna go paid soon, so if you want to secure a spot there, check it out. If not, just watch the streams. I'm more than happy with that. Some of those clouds in there. I feel like I got a little cramped over here. Can pull up. There we go. I have to make this canvas bigger. At least the painting part. I do have a bigger version of the reference above. So I'm not too worried about covering it up. But maybe you guys are. Wrong layer again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some more of these landscape paintings my own time, but might as well live stream it, you know? I think This is might be what I do next time. More studies. But I got the reference I'm looking at. I pulled Wiki Art. That's a good place if you need find some good references for master painters. I'm almost coming up on 90 minutes for the stream. Pull this back up. This is actually more of a pointier mountain. There's actually another mountain tucked back here. Kind of blends into the background, but it's just slightly darker than you'd see it. I don't want to stop. But also, I need a break. I mean, like subtle value shifts in these mountain ranges. It's kind of insane how much range that he's gotten into this painting. If you don't know what value is, it's kind of like how dark and light things are. Basically, the bottom slider from like black to white, how bright it is and how dark it is. And kind of on that scale is like the value range. You can have like smaller ranges that are closer to each other. I just noticed that there's people down here. Look here, there's some people here. Some animals. Is that a person there? I can't tell in this. Version of it. Can't tell. There's people down there. did it go? Looks good. Love it. Very Near East vibe. Well, it's in Ecuador. So it's South America. Do you like how it's looking so far? But I am kind of at the end of my stream for the day. Hopefully I will be back tomorrow, but I might do it earlier in the day and work on this some more. I do get more people to show up in the evening, so that might work better for me. And I was here last Wednesday, and I think I will be here next Wednesday. So, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time.